In the headlines of this hour on VTV News. Enhance inter-regional connectivity boosts economic growth. And later on, proud Vietnamese artists revamp traditional culture with modern hits.
Broadcasting from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. VTV News starts right now.
Hello, it is 8 a.m. local time and you're watching VTV News. I'm Huyền Trần with the top stories. On Sunday at Thương Thị Mai, a member of the Politburo and Permanent Secretary of the Party Central Committee's Secretariat presented gifts to workers at Phú Hội Industrial Park in Lâm Đồng Province. During the ceremony, she commended the province's preparations for the workers' Tet holiday. Despite the economic difficulties, the local authorities have ensured that the workers receive their salaries and insurance, providing them with a sense of security in their work. She expressed her wishes for the workers in the industrial parks of Lâm Đồng Province to have a new year filled with good health and happy families. She also hoped that the workers would continue to have an improved quality of life and make an even greater contribution to the country's development. The Conference on Reviewing Achievements in 2023 and Tackling a New Task for 2024 of the National Assembly's Ethnic Council and Committees was held on Sunday in Hanoi. During the conference, the permanent vice chairman of the National Assembly, Trần Thanh Mẫn, highly appreciated the Council's activities in closely monitoring the socio-economic situation and addressing emerging issues. As a result, the Council carried out crucial activities to support ethnic groups in mountainous areas. He suggested that in 2024, the Council continue to address these tasks in line with the resolution of the 13th Congress. He also emphasized the importance of the Council's role as the leading agency in formulating and drafting amendments to the law on supervision activities of the National Assembly and People's Council. Additionally, he urged the Council to continue researching and coordinating efforts to develop a draft resolution that regulates the list of components and names of Vietnamese ethnic groups. Following the 6th session of the National Assembly, a comprehensive review is underway for 18 key content areas in the draft amended land law. This review encompasses complex issues such as land reclamation for commercial housing projects, land valuation methods, and land fund development. It is crucial to address these challenges to ensure the enacted laws are practical and efficiently implemented in daily life.
In the past 2 months, the draft amended land law has undergone adjustments based on feedback from the National Assembly. For example, Clause 9, Article 60, which deals with the principles of land use planning at all levels, has been modified. Additionally, the drafting agencies have reviewed various critical points that have received diverse opinions.
During and after the 6th session, the drafting and reviewing agencies worked swiftly together to harmonize and discuss 22 contentious issues. Currently, there is a high level of policy consensus between the government and the National Assembly Standing Committee.
The draft amended land law, which was submitted to the National Assembly during the 5th extraordinary session, is comprised of 16 chapters and 260 articles.
The National Assembly and the government prioritize feasibility when making laws. Despite possible delays, the high level of feasibility reflects the aspirations of the Vietnamese people.
A week before the start of the 29th session of the National Assembly Standing Committee, the final modifications to the draft were being reviewed. The project has essentially been completed, aligning with the principles of the party and the legal framework.
The close cooperation between the National Assembly and the government on this law project is significant, demonstrating a proactive and commendable approach.
In this term, the commitment to innovation and soliciting feedback continues. This approach helps in creating high-quality law projects that have a high level of consensus. Many law projects, initially scheduled for approval in 2 sessions, were delayed due to their complexity. The chairman of the National Assembly emphasized the importance of incorporating clear and specific elements into the law and conducting further research and assessment on unclear aspects. This approach ensures the effectiveness of new policies introduced into daily life.
Welcome back to VTV News. Localities in the southeastern region are mobilizing all resources to accelerate the progress of major transport projects that will enhance inter-regional connectivity. This will not only help reduce traffic jams, but also create a driving force for socio-economic development in the region.
Vĩnh Hảo commune in Tuy Phong district connects National Highway 1 to the Vĩnh Hảo Phan Thiết Expressway. Despite the lower speed limit of 60 to 80 kilometers per hour, most traffic from the north and central regions prefers the expressway over National Highway 1.
Previously, traveling from Ho Chi Minh City to Vĩnh Hảo took around 8 to 9 hours. However, now, thanks to the expressway, the journey is shortened to approximately 6 to 7 hours.
The 150-kilometer expressway in Bình Thuận has 7 interchange nodes, connecting National Highway 1 with various Central Highlands provinces. Many people prefer using the interchange between the expressway and National Highway 28B to travel to Lâm Đồng province. It is believed to be safer than taking the Bảo Lộc Pass on National Highway 20, especially during the rainy season.
National Highway 28B links Bình Thuận to Lâm Đồng, which is crucial for tourism development. The relevant agencies also plan to upgrade and expand it. Moreover, National Highway 28 also connects well to Lâm Đồng province and the Central Highlands.
Currently, the Nha Trang Ho Chi Minh City Expressway is nearing completion, with only 60 kilometers remaining. The positive impact on traffic flow is already noticeable, especially in provinces like Bình Thuận, where tourism revenue nearly doubled to over $900,000 in 2023.
The agriculture sector is aiming for higher targets than the government's plan. It aims for a GDP growth goal of 3.2 to 4% and an export turnover of 54 to 55 billion US dollars. This ambition is supported by positive signals, as several agricultural products like rice, coffee, and fruits have shown a consistent growth. However, the sector faces the challenge of maintaining market stability, increasing market share, and adding value.
Vietnam has already shipped 6 tons of green-skinned mangoes to the US and Australia by air this year. This opportunity is significant, considering that Vietnam is the 13th largest mango producer in the world. It cultivates mangoes across approximately 100,000 hectares, with an annual output of nearly 1 million tons.
We took our Australian clients to Chon Hoa district for mango selection, and today we've made the decision to export those mangoes to Australia.
Farmers are cultivating thousands of hectares of organic coconuts, partnering with businesses to meet the export demand for the U.S. market and seize opportunities in the Chinese market.
Before partnering with the company, the market was uncertain. Now, the price has risen to approximately $2. Our goal is to establish a growing area code to ensure greater price stability.
Vietnam's agricultural exports are expected to be optimistic in 2024, given the adequate preparation. However, achieving the goal of becoming a top-quality agricultural exporter requires continuous effort and adjustments.
In 2023, rice prices reached a record high, driven by the market rather than brand recognition. Therefore, there is a need to establish a brand and increase value going forward. Source traceability is vital, demanded not only by the EU and Japan but also by China and Southeast Asian countries.
In today's competitive environment, the key focus is no longer on competing for ranking based solely on quantity. The market now demands solutions that prioritize quality. Additionally, adopting practices such as deforestation-free and low-carbon agriculture is the way forward to increase value and enhance Vietnam's agricultural brand image.
The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism recently held a ceremony in the northern province of Bắc Giang to honor outstanding artists and books in the fields of literature and performing arts in 2023. Rapper Denvo received the title of Artist for the Community, while the Live Show of the Year award went to Đỗ Bảo and Friends by musician Đỗ Bảo. Additionally, the program recognized 83 individuals who achieved high honors at art festivals and contests in various fields, as well as books that were published. One of the honor books was The Teacher by the late Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Chí Vịnh, former Deputy Minister of National Defense. According to the latest data, contemporary folk songs were trending in Vietnam's music industry in 2023. Both traditional and modern-infused songs have gained millions of views and gone viral. This highlights an undeniably appeal of traditional values when used responsibly. Consequently, an increasing number of artists are striving to preserve elements of traditional cultures while showcasing their own musical personalities.
Mùa Dạp Xuề Hoa was the headliner of a special New Year program titled Happy New Year Multicolored 2024, produced by Vietnam Television. The performance featured a unique combination of traditional and contemporary elements. Mùa Dạp Xuề Hoa was actually the sophomore release of guitarist Dũng Phạm, who compiled 11 folk-inspired rock tracks in his album Dân Ca.
Since I'm Vietnamese, I wanted to create something of my own as I write music. Towards the end of the performance, there's a sing-along section where hundreds of audience members sing with our instrumentalist. This is what I think is the true essence of Dân Ca.
I can see his passion for traditional music and his determination to promote it through his compositions.
For many emerging artists, traditional elements are not just for fun or to follow trends, but rather a way to create a sustainable vision. Traditional influences can be seen in almost every Vietnamese music release in the past year. Many artists draw inspiration from ancient tale stories, fairy tales, and folk songs.
I have taken it upon myself to integrate indigenous cultural values into my music for the world to see how beautiful Vietnam is.
It's the same materials, but they now have a new and refreshed look. Our music collection is enriched, and our culture is promoted. This is very reassuring.
Combining traditional materials with modern music is not an easy task. Although some works that take inspiration from traditional references have not received much attention, this approach is believed to have the potential to shape the Vietnamese music industry in the years ahead.
Now, before we say goodbye, let's take a look at the weather forecast. And that is it for our morning news bulletin. To rewatch our program, you can download our mobile app at VTVgo or check out our YouTube channel at VTV4Go. Thank you for watching and see you next time.